Yeah, update on the Nomad. Uh, haven't been doing a whole lot last couple, 3 months as my wife got real sick. We went to the hospital here in town and they did a CAT scan on her on the 1st of May. And they said, it looks like ovarian cancer. You need to make an appointment with a surgeon here in town. Made an appointment, was like 3 or 4 weeks out. And she started getting sicker and sicker. Took her down to the hospital again. Actually, she had to be taken down by an aid car. They did another CAT scan and found that they couldn't do anything, and they helicoptered her up to Las Vegas, to Mountain View Hospital there. And there they proceeded to find that she did have ovarian cancer. She got a full hysterectomy, and it was ovarian cancer. And 6 weeks in the hospital, and it was tough. It was a tough go. Anyway, she's back home now, and she's doing real well. She is on oxygen, but she's walking around without her walker and making a real good recovery. So anyway, we're very happy about that she's gonna make a full recovery. The thing is too with me, my oncologist in Las Vegas retired, so I've got another one. It's in the City of Hope in Los Angeles. I went out to get a second opinion a couple of years from him, and he graduated from high school at 13 and started medical school at 17 and written 200 papers on kidney cancer. So I'm pretty happy that I was able to get another oncologist and do that. And the way things are going with our health care, I don't think we can live here in Havasu for very much longer. Get the car put together, and I think we're gonna have to move to Vegas. So we'll see, still see what's going on. Anyway, the other thing is I'm going to, at the end of this video, have a slideshow. This isn't my first restoration that I've done. I've done one other. It was done back in 77 to 82. It was a Tri-5, and I made it all original, put it back to original. And after I got done with that, I said, I don't want to restore another car. It was just a hassle trying to get the parts and do everything to make it just perfect. So when the RestroMod thing came along, I said, hey, this looks like something I could do again. So anyway, stay tuned and watch the slideshow at the end. The other thing is the frame. I got it all painted with POR 15. It's kind of the accepted with hot rodders anymore, because especially I got it home and I work by myself. I've got the crane and I have a high jack and the trailer, but everything, I got to move it around. And I had to do a welding on the frame, so it would have been awful hard to go down and get it powder coated locally. So I'm real happy with the POR 15. What I did is the penetration for the bulkhead penetration, I needed to reinforce that. So I put 1/8 inch plate, 10 gauge, which is the same material that the frame is made out of, and I encapsulated this whole area here. I put it all the way around. You can see it there, and another shot on the other side. So I've reinforced this penetration. The other thing I needed to do was weld in the motor mounts, and of course the problem with the fuel tank, which I handled earlier. So anyway, we're got that all done, and I'm happy to see that. Next step will be to put the engine, put everything back on it, paint all the control arms and all that stuff with POR 15. Now I like to show stuff what I've learned as I'm restoring it. A few videos back, I complained about the bezels that go around the taillight. didn't fit the body well. And Bob, who I got the Nomad from in Montana, told me how to fix it. What you do is you make out of hardwood, take a piece of block and make it to fit right in there to give this strength. And you can get the screw that'll fit right through the hole at the hardware store and lock her down. And then with a heat gun, heat up both sides, right in here and right here, and then squeeze it with a clamp, and it worked beautifully. In fact, it went too far. I took it too far, but luckily I was able to pull on it with the gloves. That's the other thing you need. A pair, I don't have them sitting out here, a pair of heavy welding gloves, because this stuff is hot and you are gonna work with it. So anyway, that's about it. I want to thank you for watching, and Lord willing, I'll get this thing assembled and get her on the road someday. So anyway, thanks for watching. My dad bought my mom a '54 Corvette in 1960, and I would sit in it for hours dreaming. This started my love for Corvettes. When I graduated from high school, I had a '62 Vet. Then after being married for a while, got the hot rod bug again and bought a '57 Corvette. As you can see, this was in bad a shape as the Nomad. This Vet was restored to the original Fuelie, 4-speed, both tops and power windows. A body shop got it ready for paint and I did the rest. 45 years ago, finding original parts was a challenge. When I got done, this was an NCRS top flight Vet, but it still drove like a car from the 50s. Tough to steer, poor brakes, bad handling, and low power. This was my first and only restoration. So when the concept of the Restro Mod came along, I was all in. For the purists out there, I did save a Tri-5, plus there were more 55 Nomads built than 57 Corvettes. I'm going to add a little Corvette bling to this Nomad. After all, the Corvette did start as a '53 Corvette concept car. We kept the car for 2 years after it was completed and sold it in 1984 for what I had spent on it. I bought a New Morgan sailboat so that the whole family could have fun.